Want to print a professional debtor statement in Autocount? Learn the two statement formats and the tips that many users don't know. You can watch this video to understand it step by step.
So we need to show the debtor statement. Debtor statement is AR, debtor statement report. So this January, okay, transaction is on January. So I changed it from 1st January to 31st January. And then here you see the format. It show not format, not off statement. Then I inquiry. So I preview. So you see the debtor statement for this not format, not format. So you see this 15 January and then 18 and then 27 and go back to 19 January. See the sequence is terbalik. Why? But because of these two official receipt is to offset the invoice. Okay, 001 payment 2,300 is offset for this invoice 5,000. So all this amount you can double click, the system will go drill down to the source of document. So all this amount you can drill down. So how about normal statement? Normal statement, if you inquiry and then you preview, the normal statement will show sequence by date 1005. But you don't know this 100 and this 300 whether it's offset this 5,000 or offset this 7,000. So you do not confirm because debtor statement format is a normal format. So the part 2.1, we need to show you also the credit note. So the customer disagree, discount 100 ringgit. The customer requests more discount. So they want to discount on 110. So very easy, you just double click over here and then just edit and you change the amount from 100 to 110. That's all, very easy. But for not off here, make sure you update to 110 or you just untick and then tick. So the system will update the latest amount for this not off transaction. So after done, you save. But here, not going to automatically refresh. You need to exit and then inquiry again. Then only your previous system only will update the amount to from 100 to 110. But this method, you see very easy. I just double click and then okay. Only in the scenario you don't have invoice. After you got invoice, you cannot simply edit like this because invoice after 3 days is not allowed to amend any transaction to submit to the HDM portal. So you still need to issue additional credit note. So this is non-invoice method. So let's proceed with the task 2.12. So 2.12 is on the return check. So according to the tutorial, this check 2,000 issued on 18 January. This one going to be returned to the supplier. So for return check, very simple. You just double click this transaction and then you see this RCHQ, meaning that return check is RCHQ. So you just take and then you key in the return check date. That's all only. Very simple. Then the Autocount actually will help you to create the journal entry for the debit credit on this transaction. I can show you before I proceed. I show you how Autocount debit credit on this return check. So you try click this edit button and then you go here, view posting detail. So the transaction is now credit a customer account and then debit your bank. So your bank got extra 2,000 and then the customer outstanding will minus 2,000. But however, and the transaction date is 18th of January. So what if I take and then I put the return check date 25th of January and view the posting detail again. See 25th of January, system automatically reverse. They will add back the customer transaction 2,000 and then will credit the bank 2,000 as well to reverse the transaction and then help you to post the journal debit credit. And at the same time, the not off function you see here bottom, eventually automatic the system will untick the not off DQ. So after you take this RCHQ, so the not off DQ will automatically remove. And you save this transaction and we refresh again, query and then preview again. You see the format now got another transaction on 25th. The check is returned. See the description over here and the outstanding increase. Then we proceed with the next. If let's say the customer, the task 2.13, customer replace new check 2,000 on 5th of February. So new check, you go to AR, receive payment, and then new, and then we key in the customer name. Customer is 1, and then 5th of February, the payment is CIMB and paid by the check number RHP 123477, and the payment amount is 2,000 to be not off on the first invoice. After done, you save and we go to preview again on the debtor statement. We inquire again and then preview. So this time you see the outstanding still 11,590, but got additional information remark over here 2,000, so got post-dated check. So what if after February we print the same statement? Then what happened? What happened to this statement? Or any things we need to update into Autocount? The answer is no. So system will automatically help you to update into our account February 5th, and then the outstanding reduce 2,000 become 9,500. So I repeat for post-dated check. So nothing you need to update into Autocount. So when you print the next debtor statement, the system will automatically reflect the outstanding post-dated check into our debtor statement. So this debtor statement you can send email to your customer one by one. So usually this debtor statement is ask customer to make payment. This is their balance, and then bottom here will show the called debtor aging. So over here I show you some shortcut function in debtor statement. One is how we change this 1 month, 2 months, 3 months to by year by month. So by year by month. Another one, how we change this footer description. I show you this too. So to change by year by month, you go to close here, and then bottom got option, and then you go to AR and AP. Over here is the format. You see, you've got many formats. Most common used format is this by year by month. So you choose this, and then the footer description actually you can put over here. You can say Happy Chinese New Year. So you just put something, and then you press OK. You inquiry and preview one more time. You will see the footer will change you by year by month, and the footer description will show according to what I typed just now. These two very simple. You can testing yourself without us your support team to customize for you, so you can do it manually. And another function in debtor statement is this batch mail. This batch mail, you can send all the debtor statement in one button to all your customers, provided that your customer can give you their email address. For this function, you need to one-time setting. This one-time setting, you ask your dealer or ask your customer agent help you to set on this batch mail function. So after setting, every month you want to send statement to the customer, just press this button. And last but not least is the customer tree. Customer tree just now got pay, deposit, and so on. So if you want to print out the debtor statement for customer tree, so how you're going to print out? So actually this customer tree is a zero balance debtor statement. So that's why I need to go here more option, and then must include the zero balance debtor statement. Include zero amount transaction is the one you show credit note zero amount, invoice zero amount, cash sale zero amount. Then if you want to show this transaction as well, then only you take so if not, just select this include and zero balance, and then OK, and then inquiry. So now you see the customer tree zero amount will appear, and then when you preview the reports, you see the customer tree no transaction in the debtor segment.
Do you want to learn more about operating Autocount? We have several ways to help you. If you want to learn Autocount system more systematically, we have classroom training, online training, and one-to-one teaching. But if your schedule is packed, you can also choose our e-learning courses. As long as you have time, you can log into our website and learn the Autocount system at your convenience. But if you are not sure which option suits you best, you can message me privately and I can give you some advice. Thank you, everyone.